Now,
Navadvip.
parikrama. Thank you.
Yeah.
Yes.
Hare Krishna Padmasakhi Mataji. Dandavat Pranam.
Dandavat pranam, Mataji.
Hare Krishna Padmasakhi Mataji. Dandavat Pranam. Please accept my beloved obeisances. All glories to Srila Prabhupada. All glories to Guru Maharaj. Thank you very much, Mataji, for giving your valuable time to enlighten us on the topic of Navadvip Mandal Parikrama. Please take over the call, Mataji. Mataji.
Yeah, we will start our day one parikrama. We will just seek the blessings of Panchatattva, Sri Gauranga, Nityananda, Shri Radha Madhav, Shri Narsinghadev, and all the assembled devotees, so that we'll be able to do our parikrama with a humble mood. So today is Antardvip. Like we discussed, there are 9 islands, and in the center is Antardvip. It is actually a bigger one. We will see how much we can cover. This is the map. So firstly, before we are seeing what are the places, we will try to see why this name of Antardvip has come. Because before it is called as Autopur. The original name was Autopur, which is changed to Antardvip. So its circumference is 10 miles and it is, yes. So and we also have seen yesterday that the 9 processes of bhakti is exemplified in one island. So Atmanivedanam is exemplified in Antardvip. So if we do Antardvip parikrama, our Atmanivedanam, the way we want to do it will increase, because Atmanivedanam is very difficult. Like bodily, physically we will do, but with mind, if we have to surrender our mind, is very, very difficult because it is very chanchala. So by the time we finish Antardvip parikrama, if we try to do it with a humble mood, it is said that we will develop that quality of Atma Nivedanam. So Antar means something inside, like there is an inner reason, Antar, inside reason. So in this islands, there is an inner message, there is a secret message that has been conveyed. So that is why this is named as Antardvip. So what is this message? We will see. So as we, and this Antardvip is also considered as Gokul Mahavan in Vrindavan. So because in there we have a lot of gopas, gopis in Gokul Mahavan, and in Antardvip also, when Neem was born, there were all the neighbors, brahmanas, so both are same. And also I heard somewhere that if we do Navadvip Mandal Parikrama, like Vrajmandal Parikrama is also done. And also yesterday we have discussed that it is made by the hands of Radharani, so it's much, much, much more special. So what is the secret message that has been revealed is, in Brahma Vimohan Leela, if you all remember, in Vrindavan Parikrama also we have seen where they're sitting in Bhojana Stali and Brahma comes. And Brahma comes, and what will happen? Madhumangal is a poor Brahmana and he brought a stale buttermilk and Krishna was willing to drink it. This beautiful pastime was narrated by His Holiness Radha Govind Maharaj also. We have discussed a couple of times. And Krishna wants to drink that chuta, buttermilk of Madhumangal. So seeing all this, Brahma gets bewildered, and that is when Brahma Vimohana Leela happens. And after that, we know we don't get into the pastime, but Brahma is regretting a lot. And we have seen famous picture of Krishna's, that Krishna is holding that timtli chutney and yogurt rice, because that day Krishna was eating yogurt rice with what is that, tendli? In Vrindavan, there's one famous chutney. They're like round green balls. I think tenti. Yes, tenti. So he was holding in one hand, still talking with Brahma when Brahma is asking to forgive. And he finally says, after hearing, like he says, like, "Theek hai," with his hand, like it's okay, and he will leave. So Brahma got also confused. Like, did he forgive me? He didn't forgive me. But whatever is the reason, he's still repenting. So he feels very bad. He's repenting, and he comes to this place called Autopur, like today's Antardvip. So he comes there and he starts meditating. And as he's meditating, Krishna comes in the form of Gauranga Mahaprabhu. And Gauranga Mahaprabhu is very beautiful, very effulgent, is very tall, he has broad shoulders, long arms, golden complexion. And seeing that Brahma is really getting so bewildered, like he's like literally shaking. And then he understands that this is none other than Lord Sri Krishna, and he will ask for forgiveness. Then Gauranga Mahaprabhu says, okay, I will forgive. And Brahma says, because of my position, I became proud. And I didn't even realize that you are the Supreme Personality of Godhead, and I made an offense. So next avatar, when you are coming, as Mahaprabhu reveals that he's going to come as Gauranga in Gauranga avatar. So he says, please give me a place where I will not become proud. Then Gauranga Mahaprabhu also says, when in Kali Yuga, when he comes as Gauranga, Brahma is going to come as Haridas Thakur. So that inner message, that secret message has been revealed here in Antardvip. So from Atopur, it became as Antardvip. So that is the meaning of why the name Antardvip has come. So in Antardvip, so we all know if we go to Mayapur, if we don't go to all the nine islands also, definitely we'll be going to our Mayapur Chandrodaya Mandir. Very beautiful place. The TOVP is also going to come. So Gauranga Mahaprabhu has a moon-like face. Udaya means rising, Chandra means moon. So moon-like Gauranga Mahaprabhu has appeared to remove the darkness. So Prabhupada has named this as Mayapur Chandrodaya Mandir. This is the entrance. Our parikrama will start from here. And as we are going, there is Prabhupada's Bhajan Kutir, and 24 hours, we will see in the video also, 24 hours the Bhajan keeps on going in this Bhajan Kutir. There is nice deities are there, the Mangalartis happen, they offer nice boga, prasadam. Like everything is so good here. For those who have gone, must be remembering this place, very pleasant. These are the deities, Kaurnita in Bhajan Kutir. This is Prabhupada's bed. And this is the aerial view. And this is Srila Prabhupada's Samadhi Mandir. Pushpa Samadhi. This is the deity inside the Samadhi. And this is our temple of Vedic Plantorium, going to come very soon. They'll open in 2023, I guess. Yes. So this is the initial building. So if you can see the difference. So that in the beginning, this was there, like this is called a lotus building. Only this was there, and everything was open fields and lands. And today, if you see, this is the construction. Actually, when Nityananda Prabhu was doing parikrama, even if we can read there in that parikrama, that Nityananda Mahaprabhu specifically said that in Bengal they call as beautiful as Shundar, right? So he mentions that a beautiful temple is going to come here. So it's already predicted. And our beautiful deities, Ashtasakhi, Radha Madhav, Panchatattva, and Narsimha, very, very, very merciful deities. They're also there in this Mayapur Chandrodaya Mandir. And then we are going to, so we'll come outside the main gate of ISKCON, then proceed towards Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Marg for 1 kilometer. And then we are coming to Yoga Peeth. So Yoga Peeth, very, very important place, must visiting place. So this is the Yoga Peeth, is the birthplace of Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. So what happened in 1893, Bhaktivinoda Thakur established Yoga Peeth as the actual site of Lord Chaitanya's appearance. We know the pastime where he brings Jagannath Das Babaji to identify if that is the original place. Actually, Bhaktivinoda Thakur goes, Mayapur was before called as Miyapur. Bhaktivinoda Thakur just goes to inquire, and then they say this place is called Miyapur, and there were lots of Muslims. But there were so many tulasis growing under neem trees, and there were lots of jasmine flowers, so many tulasi bushes. Then Bhaktivinoda Thakur gets doubt, they're Muslims, and Muslims has nothing to do with tulasi. Why tulasi is growing so much? So then he suspects that this must be the birthplace of Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, and that is when he brings Jagannath Das Babaji Maharaj in a basket, and he will confirm. So in Yoga Peeth, when we enter, actually, there are 2 shrines. One is for Sakhi Charan Das Babaji, because he helped financially to construct this Yoga Peeth, and we will also see Bhaktivinoda Thakur's shrine. So one on the left side, one on the right side, as you are entering the Yoga Peeth. And this is the altar. Gauranga Mahaprabhu with Radha Madhav. Then Gaurang Mahaprabhu was Lakshmi Priya and Vishnu Priya's two concerts, and the Panchatattva with Jagannath. So this is the altar. As soon as you go, you will see this altar. And here there is one, it's not clear here, but in the next slide. So there is one Vishnu form, Adokshaja Vishnu. So what happened when Bhaktisiddhanta Saraswati Thakur was trying to build this temple, then in that process, they found this. So this is a very clear picture which is placed here. So Adokshaja Vishnu is there. And on the other sides, you will see Lakshmi Devi and Bhudevi also. And I don't see if it is clear. If you can see his hands form, like Shanka is here. So this was found by Bhaktisiddhanta Saraswati Thakur in 1934. And in this, and also you will see Lakshmi Narasimhadev deity and Gaura Gadadhar deities also in this premises. This is Gaura Gadadhar and this is Lakshmi Narasimhadev deities are also there. Because this is the birthplace of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. It said that Lakshmi Narasimhadev was worshipped by Sachi Mata and Jagannath Mishra. And now comes the most important place, the Neem Tree. So this is the Neem Tree. We all know Chaitanya Mahaprabhu was named as Neemai because he was born under a Neem Tree. So this is that Neem Tree under which Chaitanya Mahaprabhu has been born. Actually, when I went, I plucked the neem branch, and when I was coming to the altar, the pujari said, "Oh, why did you pluck? You should not pluck." I said, "I did it by mistake. Please forgive me." So next time, if somebody goes there, like, please don't pluck the neem leaves. And there we have the this beautiful deities of Jagannath Mishra and Sachi Mata. Very, 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 very well taken. Very beautiful. They dress them so nicely. So that small temple is there, and there is a temple of Shiva here. Actually, this here. So here, what happens? There are two lingas. One is a big Shivling, and this is a small Shivling. Small Shivling is called Gopeshwar Mahadev, and the big one, he's Kshetra Palak. And the small Shivling is said that he will engage us in the service of the Dham. Like Gopeshwar Mahadev always wanted, we know he wanted to enter the Rasa Leela, and Shiva goes as Gopeshwar Mahadev. So if we pray to Gopeshwar Mahadev, he will give us the service in Dham. So we will find that also in Yoga Peeth. And then this is Gaura Kund, where Chaitanya Mahaprabhu used to take bath. So it's beside the temple complex. It's not inside, but it is towards the outside. If you have to come outside and see this Gaura Kund. And Yoga Pit is done. From there, we will go to Srivas. Everything is close by. Srivas Angan, then Advaita Bhavan is there. Everything is close by. So then we will go to Srivas Angan. So we all know Srivas Angan. Srivas Thakur is none other than Narada Muni. And his place, his house, Srivas Angan's house is considered as the, like we have Rasasthali, where Krishna is doing Rasa Krida, and Gaurang Mahaprabhu used to do every day Sankirtan. So it is called as Rasasthali here in Kali Yuga, like in Mayapur. So Srivas Angan. And we know Srivas Thakur's wife is Malini. In Vrindavan Leela, she is Ambika, like nurse, like taking care of Krishna. So now she came as Malini. And here we have a very nice Kola, it's Bengali names, Kola Bhanga Dhanga. It's like broken during that Chand Kazi, the broken Mridanga is also there in Srivas Angan. We will see. This is the entrance. And these are the deities in Srivas Angan. And in Srivas Angan, we will see this beautiful deity of like where Mahaprabhu revealed the Mahaprakash Leela. So that's why we will have this beautiful deities. So Mahaprabhu sitting in the center, and Gadadhar Pandit is spanning him. Nityananda is holding an umbrella. And actually in Srivas Angan is that very beautiful. We know the pastime where in Srivas Angan, his son passes away, and then Srivas Thakur asks his wife not to cry because Chaitanya Mahaprabhu's ecstatic Sankirtan will be disturbed. So that pastime we all know. And even the pastime of Gopal Chapel, where he was very envious. This Brahmana, he got very envious of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, of Srivas Thakur, and everybody around Srivas Thakur, because he's living there for a long time, they know what he is. So what he does, he was very envious, and slowly he will sneak in the house, and he wanted to prove that Srivas Thakur is cheating by saying that he's a Vaishnava, rather he's a Durga worshipper. He wanted to prove like that. So what he will do, he will bring turmeric, sandalwood, then he will bring a bottle of wine, then meat. So what all Durga worshippers use, he brings all that, and he will keep it in Srivas Thakur's house. And next day morning, he tries to prove that Srivas Thakur is cheating people. Then what happened? So Srivas Thakur, obviously being a Vaishnava, he didn't respond in a rebellious way. It was just, everybody was very quiet. But in 2 or 3 days, he develops leprosy. And he's in terrible pain, and his family started rejecting. Leprosy is a very painful disease. So his family started rejecting him, and he was feeling very painful. So he leaves the house, and on the way he meets Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, who was going to take bath in Ganges. Then he will ask for forgiveness, and seeing his face, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu gets very angry, and he says like he will not even forgive him. So this Gopal Chapel is like, he's like that only. And after Chaitanya Mahaprabhu takes sannyas, he again comes, and he will really beg for forgiveness this time. And Chaitanya Mahaprabhu says, you offended Srivas Thakur, so you have to go and ask his forgiveness. So here it is like shown how offending Vaishnava is very, very big aparadh. So he will go to Srivas Thakur, and Srivas Thakur, being a Vaishnava, very merciful, he will immediately forgive this Brahmana. So that pastime also took place in Srivas Angan. And this is the broken mridanga during that Chand Kazi and Chaitanya Mahaprabhu's discussion. The mridanga, will not get into the pastime, but that mridanga is still there. This is the same mridanga which was broken by Chand Kazi. In Srivas Angan, we'll see there. And here the Chaitanya Mahaprabhu showed his six-handed form. He was holding a kamandalu, dhanda, flute. So he revealed that in Srivas Angan. Very, very potent, very beautiful. Like when we go here, if we go sit there, chant and cry, it's said that like it's a very potent place, Srivas Angan. And we know the pastime where we will not see that pastime, where Srivas Thakur's son passed away. And that pastime also happened here. And very close to this, we will see even Advaita Bhavan. So this is the place where Advaitacharya used to come. He used to live in Shantipur, but when he comes to Mayapur, he used to stay here and he used to pray for Lord Vishnu to appear. So very close by, just maybe 2-3 feet, you will see Advaita Bhavan. And then there is Gadadhar Angan also, all the Panchatattva Angan. And then this is another important thing, Chaitanya Gaudiya Math, which was established by Bhaktisiddhanta Saraswati Thakur in 1918, and he calls this Brajapatana. Why he calls this Brajapatana? Yesterday we have seen that Vrindavan is also here in Navadvip. So if you enter Gaudiya Math, you will see all Vrindavan. There is Radha Kund, there is Shyam Kund, there is Giri Govardhan, all are here. And Sachi Mata's sister Malati and her husband Chandrasekhar used to stay here. After Jagannath Mishra left, they took the responsibility of Sachi Mata and Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. And Chaitanya Mahaprabhu did so many pastimes here, like they used to do dramas. Many pastimes were enacted here. And after Chaitanya Mahaprabhu took sannyas, he was crying, like Chandrasekhar was crying a lot. So now we will see the Gaudiya Math, the Chaitanya Gaudiya Math. So these are the beautiful deities, Sri Sri Giridhari Gandharvika, which were established by Bhaktisiddhanta Saraswati Thakur himself. And the specialty of this is when you are circumambulating, on the top, like please remember, if you go next time, I didn't get a picture. So when you're circumambulating, on all the 4 sides, you will see the acharyas of the 4 sampradayas, Nimbarkacharya, Ramanujacharya, Vishnu Swami. On 4 sides, you will see all the 4 acharyas. And then we have Gaur Kishore Das Babaji Maharaj's Samadhi also here. Actually, his Samadhi was in Kuliagram, but because the Ganga has been raising, the waters have been raising, they shifted it to here in 1932. His Samadhi has been shifted here. So that is there. And see, this is Giri Govardhan. And this is Radha Kund. I couldn't get the picture of Shyam Kund, but this is Radha Kund in Gaudiya Math, Prajapattana. And this is Radha Kund. So we'll take blessings. And then this is where Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Thakur used to reside. That's his residence. It's still there. And if you go, you'll get to see his bed. This is his bed, and these are his shoes, basically his lotus feet. So this is the bed from where actually Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Thakur Prabhupada departed this world. Take the blessings. Very beautiful, right? Actually, when we are walking and seeing all this, we can understand the potency. We feel something very different from inside. And this stone plate during Chaturya Mass, it's ideally said you should not eat in a plate. So Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Thakur used to eat on this stone. This is the plate he used to eat. That plate is still there. And this is his Samadhi Mandir. Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati's Samadhi Mandir. Okay. And as we walk, so all these, the place that we are seeing now, there are various ghats, but all of them have been lost now, but they used to be there here. Like, so we will see what are those. There's Vriddha Shiva Ghat, Mahaprabhu Ghat, Jagai Madai Ghat, Barakona Ghat. So Jagai Madai Ghat, we know the Jagai Madai pastime, and Jagai and Madai, they were repenting. Madai was repenting a lot. He was asking, what can I do? What can I do? And then Nityananda gives him a service. He will say, every day clean the bathing place of near Ganges. So basically the devotees come and bathe, the Vaishnavas, devotees. So he will say, clean that bathing place. And Madai did that for like whatever time. So he used to do every day. That is called Jagai Madai Ghat. And Mahaprabhu Ghat is place where he used to take bath here. And Vriddha Shiva Ghat is that small Shiva, that Gopeshwar Mahadev, the small Shiva Linga was found here at Vriddha Shiva Ghat. And at Barakona Ghat, this was built by who? Vishwakarma. And this is the place where this ghat, that Barakon Ghat is place where Chaitanya Mahaprabhu taught grammar, and he defeated Keshav Kashmiri also here. And Nagariya Ghat is a place where Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, after on the way from school, he used to come and do water sports here. And Lakshmi Priya, the eternal consort of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, first time Sachi Mata saw her here at Nagariya Ghat. So they're all lost. We cannot see them now. And Ganga Nagara is there. So just now we have seen Nagariya Ghat. Mahaprabhu used to come after his school and take bath here. So Ganga Nagara is the place where his school was there. So we can understand it's very close by. And this Ganga Nagara, it is in between Chaitanya Math, Bhakti Siddhanta Maharaj's Samadhi, and Murari Gupta's house. As I said, this place is almost lost now. And next we have this Ganga Nagara. It's called Ganga Nagara because we know Bhagirath calls, he does lots of austerities to bring Ganga so that she can liberate his ancestors. And while he was bringing her, she will stop at this place. And then he asks, still 100 kilometers is there, why did you stop? So she says, the Falguna Purnima is going to come, and I just came from the lotus feet of the Lord, and my Lord is staying here, and Falguna Purnima, Gaura Purnima is going to come, so can we go after that? So even Bhagiratha also stayed here, Ganga also stayed here, and once the Purnima is done, then she again went with Bhagiratha and fulfilled his desire. So this place is now called Ballal Dighi. It's still there. Oh, I think I didn't paste the picture. Tomorrow I will show you. I found it in the morning. So that it's called Ballal Dighi now. It's little stream of water is there. So that is the place. And then there is Bharadvashtila. So Bharadvashtila is this. So what happened? He used to worship Lord Gauranga, and he did here a lot of austerities. And Gauranga Mahaprabhu, he asked for a boon, and he said, "Oh my Lord, my only prayer is that you will bless me so that I will see your manifested pastimes here in Navadvip." So Bharadvaj Maharaj did austerities here because he used to travel everywhere and do lot of austerities. When he comes here, he felt very ecstatic. So he stopped here and he did austerities, and thereby he asked Gauranga Mahaprabhu that he wanted to see his pastimes. And then we have Murari Gupta's house. So Murari Gupta is none other than Hanumanji. So these deities are there in Murari Gupta because he is Hanumanji. And sometimes when Chaitanya Mahaprabhu was here, it seems he used to say, "Hey monkey, don't you remember that like our pastimes when you were a monkey?" Like that they used to talk. Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati only installed these deities. So this is Murari Gupta's house. And then we'll see Prutu Kund. So what happened when Prutu Maharaj was trying to level the earth, he orders his soldiers. When they come here, they found it very effulgent. So Prutu Maharaj, being the Sektavesh avatar of the Lord, he understood that this is going to be a place of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. So he will ask them to build a beautiful lake. So Prutu Kund is that beautiful lake which was built on the order of Prutu Maharaj. Then there is Sridhar Angan. I'm not going to deep past tense because of the time constraint. So Sridhar Angan, we know that Kolavecha Sridhar pastime. So his Angan is also here. Nityananda visited in the parikrama. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu also visited. And Kolavecha Sridhar, the banana seller, he is a Kushuma Sava Gopa in the spiritual world. So this place is considered as Madhuvan. The Sridhar Angan is considered as Madhuvan in our Vrindavan. So this is there. And then Shashti Tirthas, 60 Tirthas means there are, it's mentioned in Bhakti Vinod Thakur's Navadvip Mahatmya that there are Shashti is 60 small lakes are dug because Vishwakarma did this because he was thinking when Chaitanya Mahaprabhu might do the Nagar Sankirtan, they all might be thirsty. So he dug 60 small wells, like small ponds. So that the Shashti Tirtha is also there in Antardvip. And then we will come to Nandanacharya's Bhavan. It is also called as Sri Ishodhyana. Isho is the Lord, Udhyana is the garden. So the area, there's Ganga and Saraswati's intersection. So from there up to the Samadhi of Srila Prabhupada, it is called Ishodhyana, the garden of the Lord's garden. So close by to this place is Nandanacharya's Bhavan. So this is the place where first Nityananda and Lord Chaitanya has met for the first time. So what happens was Nityananda is visiting all different places and he comes here knowing that the Lord is here, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is here, but without seeing him directly, he will go and stay in Nandanacharya's house. And when he is staying there, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, being the Supreme Personality of Godhead, he understands. And he tells to, I think, Haridas Thakur and, one is Haridas Thakur, another is Srivas Thakur, if I am not wrong. I forgot. So he will tell to them, Haridas Thakur is definitely there, another person. So he keeps telling that a munificent personality has come to, my Navadvip. And yesterday night I got a dream that he came down of a cart and he wore a blue dhoti. This very munificent, very beautiful. He has come. So please go find him. And Haridas Thakur and I think Srivas Thakur. I'm so sorry. I'll tell tomorrow who the other person is. So they both will go and they will go and keep searching. Then they come back. They say that we didn't find any munificent person that you were mentioning. Then Mahaprabhu smiles and he himself comes to this Nandanacharya's Bhavan. And he will come and as soon as they come, there was a very beautiful exchange. Oh, there is a picture. Yeah, so Nityananda, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, they'll have a beautiful exchange and they will shed tears of ecstasy. And Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, to establish how great Nityananda Prabhu is, he will ask his assistants, like who are assisting him, to read Bhagavatam. And when they're reading Bhagavatam, hearing the pastimes, like Nityananda becomes so ecstatic, he's shedding tears and is jumping high in the sky, jumping, falling down, jumping, falling down. They felt as if his bones are being broken and he faints. And then he regains his consciousness. Again, he will cry. Again, he will fall down. So that has been happening up until Chaitanya Mahaprabhu goes and takes him on his lap. So then he will come into consciousness. So the first meeting of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu and Nityananda Prabhu happened at this Nandanacharya's Bhavan. So these are the places in Antardvip. What's the time? 9.
It's Srivas and Haridas Mataji.
That's what I was saying. Yeah, it's Srivas Thakur and Haridas Thakur. Yes, Mataji. I think it's Srivas Thakur only. So that is the places in Antardvip. If you all can wait for 5-10 minutes, we can see the video, or else maybe we can see tomorrow, whatever you say. It's already 9:20.
We can see it today,
Yes,
Mataji.
Mataji. Yes, Mataji, it's getting late. So we'll do it tomorrow, Mataji.
You want to see tomorrow, Mataji?
Yes, Mataji, because it's already 9:20.
Okay. Okay.
Thank you, Mataji, for taking us to beautiful places in.
Yes. Whatever is there, I try to keep all the places, Mataji, but no time to dig into deep pastimes. But we'll see all the beautiful videos tomorrow. Nandanacharya's Bhavan, Yoga Peeth, Kaudiya Mutt, or Mayapur Temple. We will see all that tomorrow.
Yes, Mataji.
Okay. Hare
Mataji.
Krishna. See you all tomorrow.
Mataji, Raj Prabhuji is asking if you have that neem branch, can you show us that tomorrow?
I